You can sort of turn the camera.
Oh, that's Are we all on camera?
No.
Okay, so who's facilitating here?
We're gonna get you on the big screen. Give us 1 second.
Yeah.
Is anybody against please also put
Some people don't want to be in camera.
Let's make a screenshot of it and put it on Facebook as well.
Yeah. Okay, who's facilitating this?
Are we?
There you go.
Somebody needs to
It's
talk to me.
Skype.
It's Skype, you're gonna facilitate.
What?
Don't hate.
Yeah, but what are
We need a
gonna do?
third party.
Are we going to just look at them?
So I think we're gonna have some difficulty actually getting a discussion going because we don't have, for some reason, working speakers at the moment. On the technical difficulty side of things.
He can make it mic, minimum mic.
Appropriate some of your university's equipment.
Yeah, we should complain, I know, but if they have it, we don't have administrative passwords for the computers and we can't get access to much of the...
There's like a really easy USB stick that you can download and it will like unpassword every Windows computer.
Okay, that's a really good insight to have, actually. She sent it to us or something.
Will do.
Yeah. Hold on, give me 1 second.
So we already formatted
You guys try some form with them?
Maybe just tell us about the last days, what you've been doing. That would be really great. We'll just listen to you.
Are we seeing David sitting there?
Is David there?
Is that David?
Okay, so, want to speak? Can you tell them what happened?
David Graeber is there.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I think they want to hide it.
We know you.
Hij heeft het lampje nog.
Hey, thanks for coming to us.
What was that?
Thanks for being at our university.
Hij heeft zijn lampje nog om.
We love you guys.
Anything happens is everything serious.
Gijs is met
You know, I mean, we're trying to do it here too now. That's how much.
So we gotta get the new international, new university movement going or something, yeah?
Yeah, guys, we have the impression that it's kind of working in a sense. So Canada is there, there's a lot of stuff going on, and we're really great also that you've started this. Can you tell us a bit about what your issues are and what you're doing, how it's proceeding and all that? Because we would really like to know.
Okay. Should I do it? Who wants to do it? So yes, so last Tuesday evening we occupied. Someone occupied a room that's usually used by administrative staff here at LSE. We kind of articulated, very prior to it, a statement which had a list of demands that was, kind of on broad issues ranging from demanding free university, workers' rights, democracy within the university itself, liberation and divestment. But mainly as a way to articulate a broad critique to this fucked up university system that is centered around neoliberalism, whatever it is. So what kind of came out of it is, on one side, a space that we prior that we didn't have, where we're really discussing all these issues, trying to articulate them, articulate more clearly what are the critiques that we have to the current place, but at the same time trying to re-envision a new university and what it could be like. And on that end, I think we kind of took somewhat from you guys the slogan or the idea of putting the new university out. Yeah, I don't know if you want to explain some more what's been going on.
With how late to work is.
No, just what's been happening there.
Okay. We had a meeting with management. We had a meeting with management yesterday, our first meeting.
What was that?
that?
All caps.
So, what was their initial response to your occupation? So, what was their initial response to your occupying this room?
Pardon? What was that? The initial response has been, I think, very positive. Yeah, welcoming almost in a production sense. Probably as a strategy or whatever it is. I mean, they asked for negotiations. We had a negotiation yesterday where they were, oh, we're gonna try and take your demand seriously. Oh shit! I don't know. Yeah. So initially like taking it seriously. I think already today we had another negotiation with them where they were less inclined to come down to it. But I think what's the most interesting aspect is that some of the ideas have been taken up, hopefully by other London universities. Here there's, even within like a 500-meter radius, there's like 4 different universities in London. And the exciting aspect of this is that, through the slogan of the Free London University or the sort where we're just trying to build something more, a London base around this. And yeah, so that's kind of the current situation. We're still trying to figure out what's going on, what we're doing with it more explicitly, because today it was the last day of the term. So most students, for the next month, is a break. There's not going to be as many people on campus as before.
What?
So obviously, there might be opportunities to start interacting more with other universities. Yeah, if we yeah, should we do it?
Does everyone understand what's going on right now? We're online to Amsterdam. So maybe if people are interested in talking with New Amsterdam and hearing about them, we gather around the computer here. If you're interested in doing something else, we could move to another area. Because otherwise, it's sort of, neither side is really working. Does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to talk to Amsterdam? Let's get around the computer.
Yeah. So, let's continue on discussion.
Yeah, continue on.
Well, it looks like you got quite a crowd, so that's great already. You hear me still?
Yeah. We can't hear you. We're just trying to figure out how to organize it.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
How have you been, what is the relationship between the occupation and the academics, lecturers and workers at the university?
Anybody wants to comment?
Basically, there is a group of teachers and workers that are as disbanded as we are, and they have organized themselves as Rethink UvA.
Do you hear this? Do you hear him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they also made a list of demands and are also fighting, and they might later go on strike.
We can hear you, okay.
And so they are having meetings here basically almost every week. A group of about 200 teachers that comes here, and we work together. We are on the same level, our demands are similar. We all want a democratized university. We all want this to happen soon.
Yeah, all the pictures that got tweeted today were from a rally actually that was held today, and there was a great turnout. There were hundreds of people who agreed with the occupation and about the demands that were being made. So that's a positive thing.
Brilliant.
So try to get your teachers and faculty staff on board as well, because it gives so much more legitimacy to a student protest if the academics are on board as well. You really need them because they are the university just as much as you are.
Any other questions?
Because at LSE we've been linking up not just with the academics but with also the support staff and actually nearby cleaners as well. So we've developed a very good relationship with the LSE cleaners, cleaners at different offices and academies nearby, such as the Royal College of Surgeons. We've also linked up with security staff. We have very good relationships with. Now we have an open occupation. Also with the catering staff. We've been taking these workers' demands to management, along with our 5 demands. First is creation. Second was we've been demanding with the neoliberalisation of the university that not only do we have sky-high fees, but academics and workers also having their terms and conditions and their wages cut and worse standard of living. So we tried to integrate that in what we were taking to management, as well as creating the occupation space. So my question is, how do we make this an international movement, rather than how do we make this an international movement with links across countries? If you've heard that.
Yeah, of course we heard that. I think there's somebody here who wants to comment on that.
You know, I think.
Come a bit closer.
I think, you know, this communication, this is really amazing, something amazing. We should organize these kind of exchanges between universities using this stuff and tools, and also these kind of spaces, I mean, occupied spaces. Probably some people will come there, and some people coming from there here, and some people from Toronto. You know, these kind of spaces we should use. And next week in Tunis, there will be World Social Forum. Some people from Tunis, like students from Tunis, going to meet with Toronto students from Toronto and Quebec, and maybe others. So maybe we can try to do something like this with them. And also from Mexico, Chile, you know, where there are important student movements active. We can organize these kind of exchanges just to talk about what works, what doesn't work, but also give energy to each other.
Yeah.
Well, more than the exchanges, we could also organize a global alliance of universities.
Also, another thing that we can do is the first week of April, we are in the Netherlands having another week of actions in the national level.
Yeah.
It would be very cool if the students in England or across the globe can join in protesting for students' rights and democratization of universities.
International Action Week.
Local action!
International revolution. Yeah, so I think we are already doing it also. Like the way we are communicating in the Twitter and in the Facebook and spreading this. I think the information is spread. It's just participation is also being shown to the world. That you have a different position to negotiate when you hold a space, when you appropriate space for your university. So keep on going and keep giving each other energy. Your statement when you occupied gave us so much strength actually. So we're really grateful for that, and we hope you keep on going.
How tight are your connections to the University of Arts there, which is also occupied now?
I think the sound is gone.
Yeah, the University of Arts has now been occupied. There are now talks of the University of Kings next door to LSE being occupied. So, School of Oriental African Studies, SOAS, is probably going to go into occupation. We've seen Sheffield possibly going into occupation, so Birmingham now into occupation. So this is probably going to...
Really exciting, guys.
But it's the start of a national movement, international movement. So, yeah.
Well,
It starts something exciting.
That's absolutely amazing to hear. I hope you keep on updating us, and yeah, we hope you reach your struggle and your demands. Is there any other questions from your side?
So we're students from SCOT, the School of Humanities and African Studies, and we're in Frankfurt. Hi. Yeah. Hi. So yeah, we basically we're going to Tunisia. 20 of us are going to Tunisia next week for the World Social Forum. So I'll try and find out how to link. in a jail in Frankfurt without trial and without any charges. So we've set up some solidarity links. So maybe we could if you guys could send some messages of support, that would be really good. It's called Free Fede, Free FEDE.
Yes.
Hashtag. We literally we got back this morning and we're slightly tired, but we're kind of getting onto it.
Yeah.
And yes, but also I think the idea, the call for national action on the first week of April sounds like a good time for us to get into action. We'll be back from Tunisia and hopefully full of great new links and ideas to kind of make this go.
Well, that's great. Please send us the send us the email.
Yeah, we'll send it.
So we'll have representatives in Tunis to meet up. That sounds great. Any other questions, or either from here or from?
Yeah, and so your door is open now. You have good connections. So what helped us here a lot is having a program and making it a cultural program, an academic program, to have a very low threshold for people to come in and join, and that could be beneficial to you too. I'm very curious on how that's going now, actually.
Basically, we've been trying to organize a program so that even the guy selling chips on the corner of the street next to us feels welcomed to come here, because education is for everybody, not just those who are entitled and elite.
And have a free chips here as well.
We don't have any sound though.
I think the sound is wrong. Something went wrong here.
Oh, there you are.
There we are.
Wait, what did so programs? We started to consolidate it a little bit today. What does that say? Oh yeah, that. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, we're gonna have programs. We've got some. Alright, thanks guys.
Okay, well that sounds great.
Yeah, we completely agree.
On what?
And what's working here as well, to have a wellness team who gives people hugs, because it can get so intense and you need to take care of each other.
It's not showing.
You don't see it, he has
Show
a
a hug.
wellness team.
Naomi, show a hug.
The proper one. Amsterdamian way.
Okay, I think the sound is going again, but thank you so much for this. Thank you for occupying, thank you for sharing your information. And you keep strong, keep going. We'll be going as well, and let's get set up and support each other. Thank you so much.
Alexander, can you give them a tour of the building?
Thank you.
I don't have time for this.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Anticapitalista. 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 Anti. 1, 2, 3. Fuck the bourgeoisie. 4, 5, 6. Fuck the bourgeoisie. 1, 2, 3. Fuck. Woo! We love you guys.
Okay, bye bye.